Hello everyone, welcome again to our channel, and of course we are coming from the famous, the pride of Africa, Kisii County, and leo niko na mgeni hapa guys. Yesterday tumejionea makubwa, and today guys Eric Omondi has been arrested huko Nairobi. I know most people walikuwa wamemmisi sana, but imekuwa surprise ambapo ametokezea pale Nairobi Parliament House. So tunataka kujua je, Eric Omondi akiungana na hawa Gen Z itakuwaje, na so far tuweze wanasema kuchambua. Yes, tuchambue Gen Z jana vile waliweza kuperform, although we lost one of our Gen Z, may so rest in peace, na kuna wengine waliumia. So hapa niko na Mokua, tungependa kuchambua haya maneno. Mokua, jambo?
Niko poa, niaje?
Niko poa sana, uko aje?
Niko fiti. Tunasukuma.
Mnasukuma?
Kabisa.
Nakwambia nimeona Eric Omondi ameshikwa. So my first question to you, do you think Eric Omondi akiungana na Gen Z, this country tutaelekea wapi?
Okay, first of all, Eric Omondi amekuwa akitupigania sana. For some time I think Eric Omondi has been doing it to some extent peke yake. Anapanga kila kitu. Now, generally, first of all, arresting Eric Omondi it's very legal. Hapaswi kushikwa in any way, anapaswa kuwa out because he's fighting for anything that any other person should be doing right now. Now, generally, on your question about kujiunga, before first I go to that question, I think we have to send our sincere condolences to the family. Mungu alay the soul of Fred Omondi in eternal peace. There have been great people in this country, and I think we owe them a lot. So coming to Eric Omondi's arrest, I think I want to say their coordination na hii group ya Gen Z na Millennials. Eric Omondi is part of us. Hakuna kujiunga na jiunga, ni part of us generally, because kitu anaenda kufanya, kitu anafanya kitu tunataka pia sisi. And actually ukiangalia Eric Omondi is not so old that he cannot fit in our group. So he's part of us, and whatever he's doing, we support it fully. And going with this kind of a mass that is coming out strongly to challenge the government, Eric Omondi has huge chances of being the leader of our group. Na itakuwa fit too.
Do you think jana alimisa a lot since hakukuwa, na sisi tumeona kona matanga, amekuwa akishughulikia brother yake ambapo anafaa kuzikwa on 29th, na leo ameweza kujitokeza wasi kwamba lazima atetee wananchi?
Okay, first of all, it did not miss a lot. I want to say that personally, everyone knows that Eric Omondi amefiwa. So kumaanisha kwamba angeweza kukuja at that time because of that kind of a reason. And to say that Eric Omondi is happy that whatever he started has been continued. So generally Ajamis is just part of it in spirit. But I want to say that could he have been there, things could have been better. Unaona, angekuwa kwa ground pia ingekuwa better because there was one or two that was done. But if you check from Nairobi, most of the celebrities walikuwa kwa uwanja, walikuja streets, tulipambana na polisi pamoja, meaning that Eric Omondi's spirit was still being evident on what other celebrities are doing. Actually niona mpaka Kalif Cairo manze wametoka wakakuja wakachana mandege. Nadia Mkami, tuliona hadi Abel Mtua, tuliona mpaka Aziad. Watu wamekuja street kujiunga na youths, which means that the spirit of Eric Omondi has now reincarnated in others. Yeah, so generally it was nice, and we thank Eric Omondi for the great contribution amemake kwa the spirit of the youths in the country. Now,
there is this question I've been longing to ask you. I've seen so many people saying kuna possibility the government, those are rumors, ya crowd fight imekuwa hivyo, kuna possibility kwamba government ama there are some people who killed Fred Omondi so that to silence Eric Omondi. Do you think or do you agree with those rumors?
Now, what I can say about that, generally we have God is the one who decides when someone dies. If that's the way Fred Omondi alikuwa amepangia kufa, hiyo ni mpango ya Mungu. But I want to say that we never rule out anything, especially when you are involved in politics. Hatuwezi assume like, there was nothing to do with politics. Because in the country right now, we have to know that Eric Omondi has been doing a lot, particularly changing the government on very many major platforms kama vile Z and TV, where he has comfortably told the people that we don't want this government, it is doing this and that, which is not right. That question of the government, we've seen it in the past regimes, particularly the regimes of Moi, which are now evident in some of them in the Ruto's government, meaning that Eric Omondi, there's a possibility pia anything could have happened. Mtu adhani ni yeye apite na yeye ama apite na brother yake.
Because
they resemble a lot. So generally I don't want to rule it out, but I want to hope that in this platform that this was God's plan na ilikuwa accident. But if someone was involved in the killing of Eric Omondi, Fred Omondi, I really want to condemn it in the strongest terms possible. Na yeye akufe hivyo. Yeah. Uchungu Fred Omondi alipitia, ayapitie. Not even him, hata familia zake wapitie the same things. Because it's not fair to kill such a young mind,
Yeah, sure.
such a young youth, someone who was actually, do you know that he was planning to start gospel industry?
What?
He was planning to join the gospel industry. Alikuwa amejiprepare, alisema ngoma zenye ameandika nini. He knew he could sing in gospel, so he was actually preparing himself to get into the industry. Then when someone has reformed all that way, then it goes, it is really bad. Yeah, but we hope that everything will go well, be rested well, and we are looking forward to attend the funeral in large numbers.
Wow, amazing. Now, I just want us to chambua the Gen Z in Kisii County, ambapo I've seen so many content creators affected, artists affected, but in Kisii County, I think I saw maybe 2 to 3 people wenye wako this industry. What can you say about it?
First of all, Gen Z form the 55% of the Kenyan population. Tukiangalia, the Gen Zs wanna form, the Gen Zs wanna form 12 million plus. Then these are 18 actually. Then millennials wanakuja na 12. If you combine these two, we form almost 55% of this country. Now, meaning we have the power in our hands as per now. That's the spirit that is moving across the country. Also, the Gen Zs have a certain strength. Most of them are educated. They know what they are saying. They can detect a lie. They can detect someone who is coming to deceive them. They can detect good development. They can detect most of the things that most of the common people might not, particularly the old generation that we have in the country. So therefore, Gen Z and the millennials combined, let me call them, both of them Gen Zs, they are very, very informed and a dangerous team in this country. Now, going forward about what is happening right now, I think it will stop the government. It will stop the government because we are going to, if this unity continues, we are going to do it to reflect it in the 2027 elections, and most probably we are going to take over every position in this country, and that's going to happen. Yeah, that's very going to happen.
But I've been seeing people saying Gen Z ni kuongea tu, ni mdomo tu mko nayo, but ikifikia election period you just disappear, hata mchukuangi kura.
Let them go to the bank now and keep it there. This time around haishi. They have been seeing us on social media, making memes about this and that, this and this, this and that. You get? We have not been turning out to vote in any platform the way it's supposed to happen. Saa hii tunapiga social media, tunakuja kwa ground. Are you getting this? Tunapiga social media, tunakuja kwa ground.
Na by the way, maandamano yenu mnapangia TikTok, Facebook, WhatsApp. Na unapata like kila mtu anajua leo kuna maandamano na tunatokea. Hakuna mtu anatufund msema beba fare kumrudisha home peke yake because most of these guys are not employed. Tunarudi tu home. Yani kafare tu na kurudi home. And the best thing about these things is that we have been supported by our parents. They are aware what we are doing. They are seeing the cause, and I'm sure that the blessings we have from them, we are going to take it over. Now, if they are saying tutakufa moyo, maybe tufike mahali tunyamaze, we are not doing that, let them watch. Let them watch because we are prepared to do it from now henceforth. Kuna wabunge walipiga yes nini. We are going to see what we are going to do for them. We want to profile them. We know where we can find them. We know their homes. Tunajua mali wanaendanga kulala, lodgings ovyo ovyo na pesa zetu. Tunajua magari wanaendesha kila kitu. We are going to profile them and not just on social media. Tunaingia kwa ground. We want this message to reach a grandmother pale kwa village. Kwanzia leo tunapiga press conference moja in Kisii ya kunemu wale wote walipiga yes. Tuwaonyeshe these are the enemy of the people. Tujue sasa after this enemy of the people what next for them. Hiyo tunaenda ku-update one by one. Atuwaambii secrets zetu because hatutaki gava ikuje kutucounter. Now we want to thank some policemen particularly in Kisii. Wao walikuwa poa. Wame-show some form of mnawachokoza.
Walionyesha professionalism despite the provocations from here and there. They were so calm, and I thank the OCPD and the OCS of Keroka Central, Kisii Central. They did it very well. So going forward, we are going to fight even for them. Even this bill is going as well to help them if we reject it in totality. You get? So we are saying that the Gen Z is not going to keep quiet. It is a journey that has just started because others are coming up. In fact, hata wajaona at the beginning, it will be a time when tuna Nairobi sisi wote kuingia State House. Sijui kama wataleta jeshi mzima. All the policemen in Kenya cannot meet because we are targeting millions in Nairobi. In Nairobi streets.
So your next move you are targeting Nairobi.
Nairobi, after we have reached the maximum, tumefikia watu wametushika koo kabisa. We are going to Nairobi, the entire country. We are going to State House for breakfast. State House tunakula breakfast pale because now we want, if it's killing, the guy they killed yesterday, he has rejuvenated the spirit that is in Gen Z's. Sasa tunaenda Nairobi tuuliwe sisi watu watuzike State House. We are going there because we want to ensure that whatever we started, not death can scare us. It is not intimidation can scare us. It's not arrest zinaweza tustopisha. We want to do it. We want to do it. However, coming here to Kisii, there's something you asked about the support, the celebrities. We had just 3. Actually, we had 1. I think I didn't see any other person. maybe you, because people gonna cover you on the streets with us. I want to say that the Kisii celebrities, they are all pretenders. Most of them, when they need us, Gusii Urban Festival, kujeni event, tuko pale. Kuja choma choma, tuko hapo. Kuja huku na huku, tumefika. Watching ngoma zetu, tumewatch. Hata mimi mwenyewe nimeenda TikTok kuwapigia tu wa support ama artist wetu. But now, when we are fighting for a common thing as youths, they isolate themselves. I didn't see a chat on the streets, either in Nairobi, in Kisii, ama labda lenda Garissa, hatukumuona. I didn't see Miggy, I didn't see Babji, I didn't see Vicky Young, I didn't see all these other guys wenye walikuwa Dan Lee or whoever was. Hata Uncle Styles, the people have been supporting tuone kama wanaweza promotiwa, hawakuwa kwa streets, which means one ma cool kids. You get? These wajinga wange kwa street wa fight, wao watulie wangoje vile itakuwa ndivyo hivyo. Then wakikuwa na mashow watuite. These guys, if they don't come in the next maandamano, hakuna show Kisii watattend yao. Hakuna show Kisii. We can't condemn Butita alone. It's across. Wale artists wote wa Kenya, ma celebrities.
Yeah, I saw people. By the way, I saw yesterday in Facebook, watu wame-unsubscribe kwa Karen Nyamu, Njugush, Butita. Paka SPM Pass, you know it belongs to Butita. They have unfollowed. I don't know.
Now, it is true. We can't support you, but you on the other side, you come and pretend to us. Let me give you a history about the two, particularly Butita and Karen Nyamu. Butita, first of all, he has been to State House. Tukamuita msaliti akaanza kusema there are some things I'm pushing here and there na actions zimefanyika haraka, tuna follow up. You get? Tukasema okay, if it's someone who does it silently, it's okay. Alienda hadi na prezo na jet ya pesa ya Kenya, wapi? Majuu. Sisi tunakataa hiyo jet, yeye ako ndani. You get? So from such kind of an instance, I think Butita has been a traitor to us, because if he's close to the government, he is supposed to talk to Ruto. Hata amwambie wait, ile finance bill, cameras zitakuwa too expensive. Diapers wasichana wetu watakuwa na issue na kulea watoi wao. Sanitary towels zitakuwa shida wasichana wetu kutumia, because they are saying that Kenya we promote our Kenyan products, yet first of all they are expensive and poor quality. You know, and poor quality. Ruto is not able to lower the taxes to allow foreign investors to come here in Kenya and establish industries, watengeneza diapers hapa, watengeneza sanitary towels hapa. Amepandisha kila kitu, na wakitaka kuimport bado anadai kupandisha hiyo price. You know? So it is not fair. A celebrity who understands what you are going through, who has been using camera almost the half of his life, amefika parliament, ama amefika kwa State House, ama kwa prezo, ananyamaza anajipigania yeye mwenyewe. Butita now has money, he has cars all over, he's living well, but the people who have given him the support mpaka akakuwa recognized, wanaumia. Wakiingia kwa street kujipigania, he's not there. You know, that is not the kind of leadership tunahitaji kutoka kwa celebrities wetu. It extends to even akina Jalango. They have not come out strongly to say about this, against this finance bill.
But Jalango voted
He
no.
voted yes, I mean no, and I'm happy about that. But you know, we have not seen that mobilization. Acha nikuulize swali. If Jalango was really a smart guy, si anasemanga ni rafiki ya prezo. Do you think this thing could have been could we have gone to a step further to go and vote no? Yes.
In fact, Butita and Jalango ni content creators pia. Unajua bill imepita ya tutakuwa taxed. This is something nimeona I'm jobless, sikusoma nimejitafutia, by the end of the day they are going to tax me ujinga yangu. Imagine. Does it make sense? It
makes sense. Ndio nasema aje mtu kama Jalango ambao wako pale parliament, mse kama KJ wa karibu na president, these guys akina Salasia, akina all these guys who are young people like Jago who are close to the president, wangeungana kama ma young youths wenye wako pale hivyo parliament, wamwambia hata before kuje parliament there's no need to vote no or yes because it's already a no. Hii toa kabisa, fanya hivi na hii. But now because of their foolishness and ignorance, hii kitu imefika parliament ndio tukuje kupiga sauti hapa ndio waanze kutuvotia yes ama no. You get? So we want a scenario where our youths use their opportunities to ensure at least they have fought for us. Now going to Karen Nyamu, I had listened to her interview. She was asked by ladies. Then in front of the ladies, anasema, why do you fight for things that do not concern you? For heaven's sake, kwani anatumianga gunia kama pads? You know, that is the spirit we are talking about in some of the leaders we have in this country. There's no way you can tell a lady that you are a lady talking to another lady who is interviewing you, and there's no need for fighting for this because they don't concern you. Who told her that the rich should be overtaxed? Who told her that the middle class should be overtaxed? Who told her that the Kenyan country, we don't want the Kenyan industries to grow? You know, we want leaders of that caliber wakuwe pia mstari wa mbele kuhakikisha kwamba fight for us from outside, from inside, ndio pia sisi tukue in one voice. Sasa yeye yako sawa, ameparticipate in 1 or 2 events, yeye anapata pesa, anaendesha magari bigi, anafeel kwamba vitu zinapiganiwa azifai kuongelewa na youths wenzake. Then why are we on the streets? Hao wote ni wajinga hawajasoma finance bill. Secondly, I didn't hear kama amesoma finance bill, and I don't know even how she did it. I didn't know why she got the courage to speak in front of the cameras, something she has not even read. Alikuwa anaongea upuzi kabisa mpaka nika feel like we are really unfortunate to have such kind of celebrities on board. So on my side, I want to say that Karen Nyamu, I think unsubscribing from anything she participates, even not attending any show she is, hata akipatikana place yote anafukuzwa, because she needs to understand that sisi wenyewe hii Kenya tunahitaji wase wenye wanakuwa truthful to us. Unaona? She has embraced the issue of older generation wakisema kwamba wao ndio kusema. We can't behave like that and we are youths. We cannot. So I don't want these leaders to behave that way. We want every celebrity, every young person to come out and be with the rest. Yes.
Now, you talked about Echate and I haven't heard you talking about Honorable Silvanus Osoro. Nimeona screenshot yenye inatembea Osoro, yeye ako happy, anasema yeye kwa CDF yake ameingiza 50 million.
Now, you know, that's the backwardness about tuko nayo in Kenya. You have to be sincere. Osoro is in power. Osoro is in power, yes, and they have money right now. They are being supported by the central government. In short, they are in the coalition ambayo chama ambacho kinaongoza ambayo ni UDA. The CDF, first of all, it should not be the way of life in Kenya. Maisha inapaswa kuwa in an extent where mtu anaweza hata jilipia fee because anaweza pata pesa. CDF sasa wabunge wamechukulia mali yao yote. They want to have everything. The common mwananchi abaki kuwa na struggle so that whenever akikuletea hata so moja una feel amefanya nini? Amenisaidia. You get? That is the backwardness I'm talking about in Osoro. You get? That's the backwardness I'm not talking about in Osoro. Osoro is talking of CDF going to his constituency. Ask him, is that money enough? Is that money enough that he can pay for school fees? Kila mse. You know, our young parliamentarians right now, they have been a disappointment. They go to parliament, they do things that impress their boss. They don't come up with any act, any bill that can be able to improve our lives. For instance, nikiwa kampuni nilikuwa nalipa fee at least 50,000 by 2019 hapo. 50,000 maximum lipa year. Saizi mtu anafanya psychology analipa 150. Sijaongelea medicine, sijaongelea law, analipa 150,000. And then they are bragging here telling us they have CDF. Will they be able to pay 150,000 for students in the campus? They cannot. They cannot. Hata saizi ukipewa basari ya 10k inakusaidia nini? Kuna 150,000 unapaswa kulipa kama school fees. So in short, I want to tell Osoro this way. Time will come, a certain time. Atakaa chini na watoto wake wakaangalia hivi, atajiona kama mshenzi, because there's no way you can be able to move in such a kind of a speed. Unaona Wakenya wanaumia wako streets. Unaona wao wote ni wajinga, ni wao unajua cha wanafanya. You know? These guys nowadays they fly choppers. Which government do we have in Africa or in the world where leaders in 1 year can fly choppers? Moving in a chopper in an hour is 100,000. Lakini wao kuna chopper kuchukua for all day. So Osoro is be able to fund his chopper for 1 million. Na hako comfortable. Unaona? They don't work. Hizi road squeezers zitumiki. They are saving time. These guys are moving 6 million, 5 million every weekend giving in churches. I get in this. Money that could have been used constructively to change this country in one way or the other. So they tax us, they get a loophole, they take the money, then come to us with the money or giving us cheap money. These guys are building big houses and we're going to expose them. They are building big houses in Langata, in Eldoret, you know, in Kisii here. Big mansions. Manze nyumba na cost almost 250 plus million. Na ni Mkenya mtu mwenye analipwa 1.5 million per month. Ako able kujenga nyumba 250 million na si mortgage. How is that working? How is that working, honestly? So in short, I want to say that it's a disappointment to have people like Osoro in power. It's a disappointment to have people like Zaire in power. It's a disappointment to have people who cannot really articulate issues ambazo sisi wenyewe tunahitaji. Honestly, mimi hapo siwezi worship of these guys, and I think it is time for us to keep standing. Because we have to fight for ourselves.
Amazing. Now I just want us to move to jana. Bill imepitishwa. I've seen a list of MPs when you are 40 no and when you are 40 years, especially from Kisii. Now I'm gonna start with Kisii. What's your take?
My take about Kisii?
Yes.
First of all, as I said, our Mandamano was very successful. We did not destroy any property. No arrests were made. No injuries were discovered. Everything went well. And we are happy for the youth that came out strongly. Tulijikuta tuko tao sijui aje. You get? Tulijikuta tuko tao sijui aje. And we thank God for that. So going to the bill that was passed, we have the list of all the MPs who did pass the bill, who said yes. The ones from Kisii here, we are starting today. Tunaenda kuwa name wote. Tulisema message tunaijua kama ma youths, kama ma Gen Zs. Na pia message tunapelekea shosho kwa ground. Tunaenda kwa local vernaculars. Okay? local stations tunasema majina yao one by one, wenye walisema yes na wenye walisema na no. We have to define between our allies and the enemies. Naona sasa, but it's unfortunate to find that the youths ndio walivote yes. Hawaoni the need for us to have diapers go quality, sanitary pads go quality. Hawaoni need ya content tunafanya Kenya. 2023 finance bill walisema walitutax pesa fulani, sinakumbuka. Aya, hiyo pesa imesaidia nini? Sasa mnataka kuongeza ingine kwa commodities zetu tunatumia, products kama sasa microphone itaongeza bei, simu zetu tunatumia kurecord inaongeza bei, cameras ambazo ziko expensive already they are going to make it them much more expensive. How do we expect us to survive na hakuna kazi mnatupea? You get, you know, finance bill 2023 it gave a lot to this country that was painful. Tukasema wacha tupea government chance basi ifanye vile inajisikia, wakachukua pesa. The only thing tulipata ni private jet ya kwenda US. Ruto not sleeping in Kenya, anamaliza mission hapa Kisii ama wapi, next tunamsikia ako Italy, ako Switzerland, ako, he has gone to 69 countries so far. In those countries there's no single country as a point out awambie, hey, I went to the US, they've given us 1 trillion or 1 billion for this for free. No, either he borrows a loan ama he goes for his personal interests. Umeona sasa, we cannot live a Kenya where we're embracing the West. We are colonized through our presidents, through our leaders. Unaona sasa, yani tunaumia, we are being oppressed by the whites through our leaders ambao ni blacks. Unaona, this is the neocolonialism now. Our leaders right now in power are acting as colonialists. They are faces of colonialists in Kenya. This is something that we must really get rid of. If we don't allow, if we can't stand against this, these people are going to do much more than they think, than we think to oppress us more. You see, the target of Ruto is to kill the middle class. Cyprian, acha nikwambie kitu kimoja. Mtu wa boda akienda, mtu seme kuna stage kila mahali. Mtu akiamka kwake mwalimu, anapata mshahara wake polite, anachukua some cash kama ni 50 bob, anapanda boda inampeleka wapi? Shuleni. Jioni anachukua 50 bob, anarudi nao wapi? Nyumbani. Now, this guy unamtax mpaka na feel there's no need of kupanda boda. Hiyo 50 bob acha ni save buy mboga. Anaamua kutembea. Unaona? Mtu wa boda ameumia, mtu wa mwalimu ameumia. Yaani like they are making the middle class in this country to suffer because they are there. It should be that way. People have worked hard. People have been trying their best to make sure that their life at least improve. And then you come and say, oh, your life is improving. Okay, now you guys come here. Come here, bring all that you've gotten. Now, wasi wamenunua magari. Should we encourage people to be in the sun wakipigwa na jua? We should encourage guys to buy cars. Then you tell us someone is going to buy a car, Cyprian. Hiyo gari ananunua. First, as you purchase it, before uanze kuiendesha, kuna tax inachukuliwa based on the value of your car. Alright? Kuna tax lazima utalipa huge sana based on the value of your car. Gari zikitoka Japan ziko cheap. Kufika Kenya ni millions, ina double. Vibaya sana. There are taxes you pay. Then, ukianza kuoperate hiyo gari kwa barabara lazima ukuwe na insurance. Hiyo insurance inakata 4.5% of your value of your car, of the value of your car, isn't it? Now, the government feels like, no. These people have paid very little tax. Now, still, every time you're going to renew your insurance, on top of the insurance charge on the value of the car, they're also thinking they are good to also take the value of your car. Again, you pay more, 2.5% on the value of your car. You get? So, if you are paying 4.5, no, 7% of the value of your car. Just for that, haujafikia tax yenye kwa mafuta, tax yenye imewekwa kwa all parts, spare parts of the spare parts of the cars. Haujafikia tax zenye tunalipa in all other aspects. Kuna tax mpaka zilitwanga ziza barabara, most of them ambazo ziko sahi. So they feel like, no, we are yet to milk these people more. I think the government, Ruto, me personally, I thought is very smart, but I felt like, I feel personally like he's not the person we think that is smart. Because who doesn't understand from the common perspective that Kenya, if you lower the taxes, make it a bit affordable, you'll attract more investors and more people get jobs, and as a result you'll have more people to pay taxes. Alafu taxes zinafanya zinapanda, wanapata do mingi, si unaona revenue inaongeza. But sasa Ruto akaongeza 2023 tax, hiyo finance bill 2023 akaongeza taxes yenye target yao ikapungua, haiku hit mali ilikuwa inapaswa kufanya nini kufika. Sasa hiyo wameongeza tena itapungua. They are going to M-Pesa, mtu anaweza hadi access M-Pesa. Utaona revenue ya M-Pesa ya Safaricom itaenda kukufa. I getting this because people will not be able to be doing everything for the government. ati kuna 100 shillings nalipa almost 140 to send 100 shillings. Ina make sense kweli?
Yeah, nilisikia inakata 40 shillings.
Ina make sense
so
kweli?
that means unatumia huyo mtu 60 bob.
Namtumia 60 bob. Ina make sense kweli? It makes sense. It makes sense. We have to openly say that these finance bills they are bringing to us is not the only option.
I had someone saying, now kitu mtakuwa mkifanya, unaenda unanua SIM card, unapatiana kwa huyo mtu mwingine mwenye unafaa kutumia, unaituma hapo. Sijui unamwambia, unaiweka, una deposit.
Nakuelewa.
Then unampatia hiyo, unamwambia ende useme imepotea na renew.
Because Kenyans will find ways to maneuver all this. But I want to say the government should retract. They have to withdraw this kind of punitive taxes they are bringing to the people of Kenya. Because acha nikwambie. Sahi, and I want you to see it from this picture. Right now, watu wameajiriwa kazi wako permanent and pensionable, most of them, they are not millennials, they are not Gen Zs, ni watu wa kitambo. Hawajaretire bado. These guys are 50s, 40s, 5 and above. Hawajaretire bado. They form a very small percentage of the government revenue, sindio? Now, if you check the doctors that were striking the other time, most of these doctors are young guys. People have just finished school, interns who are qualified, wanasema manze, with the education we have undergone, 70,000 itutoshi. We need more. No. They were youths on the streets. Look at the JSS teachers who have been sacked by the TSC. And then, these guys, all of them, if you check who they are, most of them are Gen Zs and millennials, jobless. Mwenyelewa? Look at most of the strikes ambazo zina happen in the country. Zina affect young guys. Youths peke yake. No. When you see youths on the streets wakilia hivi, sio mchezo. Ukienda makampo, msee anapaswa kulipa fee ya 150,000. Unaangalia fee balance, unashindwa unampa mzazi ya kutumie fee ama kutumia pocket money. Kijana anakaa shule anaenda 1 meal, tunaitanga 100 ama 001. Anakula usiku peke yake. Mchana
nimeinama.
Anainama. Manze, kijana kama huyo ako in pain not because ati ni nini. Maisha imekuwa difficult. Uko na mzazi home and anything, anajaribu apata aende maybe alime mahali apata at least 5k ya kutumia shule ulipe school fees. Nani tena unaanza kumomba acha dozi zingine za kusurvive. Like life is becoming so difficult for the youths and the government does not care. But now there's a concern that also came out. Wakati president anakaa chini, wana draft bill kama hii, wanatuletea sima youths. Where is the first lady? Wakati president include sanitary pads kuongeza bei. Tumezoea ma first lady vitu kama hizi za mama wanapeana for free. Umeona? Rachel saizi angekuwa anasema I'll be giving sanitary pads in all hospitals for free. Tumkumbuke kwa hiyo kama Margaret Kenyatta hizo hospitali zenye alijenga na mama na Linda Mama. Unaona? But sasa yeye pesa kwa budget inakuja kwa ofisi yake. Instead iende kwa wananchi. We should have it kama sanitary pads zikitengenezwa zikuwe hata za free, absolutely free for every girl child in the country. Because kuna watu kwa village pale hivyo wana pesa. Unapandisha ile chip yenye wangepata. How are you going to help these people? So therefore we want to say that the first lady should come out and denounce this kind of punitive taxes ambazo zina happen. There's this girl anaitwa Shalini Ruto who moves around country dancing all over. Tunamwendea pia. Why is she when other Kenyans are on the streets? Why doesn't she go to the father waongea naye amwambie daddy hapa hivi Kenyans wanaumia? You get? We cannot really do. My youth wanaumia hapa hivi. Why are the children of the presidents and the MPs of these people who are now in wanajibamba wao wanakula pesa wananchi? You get? They don't care those who provide the money what they're experiencing. We want these first families, okay, to come out and denounce such kind of taxes ambazo zinaitwa kwa wase. We need to have them also stand with the youths together. So kama Shalini Ruto hatokei in the next maandamano, if she does not come, let her have a press conference and tell us nimeongea na mzae. Tumeagree mambo ya iko levy imetolewa. Hii sanitary pads hazitakuwa taxed. Hizi vitu zenye taxes zinatolewa. Wa tax vitu zingine. Ama hii finance bill yote rejected, nimeambia mzae afanye nini? Atoe. Tuanze kuformat vizuri, tuanze afresh as the Kenyan youths. You get? So these are some of the things that we encourage in this country, that as the first lady who should come out to support the fellow women here, akuje openly aseme we want the sanitary pads to be there for free. We want girl child to be supported in this way and that way. Instead of people just allowing girls and women to be molested by this kind of punitive taxes. Yeah, definitely.
Do you guys miss former president, Honorable Uhuru Kenyatta?